Welcome to our Excel tutorial. In this video, we're going to explore a practical skill: grouping dates by week in a pivot table. This feature is essential for anyone looking to perform detailed time series analysis in Excel. To begin, ensure your data is organized in a clear list format. In our example, we have a simple dataset with dates in column A and sales figures in column B. This structure will allow us to easily create a pivot table. Start by selecting the entire range of cells that contain your data. Navigate to the Insert tab in the ribbon, and click on the Pivot Table command. This will prompt the Create Pivot Table dialog box to appear. In the Create Pivot Table dialog box, choose the existing worksheet option to place your pivot table on the current sheet. Select a cell where you want the top left corner of the pivot table to be, and click OK to create the pivot table based on your data. Once you click OK, Excel will generate a basic pivot table using your data. This initial setup provides a starting point for us to customize the pivot table to group dates by week. To group dates by week, first click on any cell within the date column of your pivot table. Right-click to open the context menu, and select Group. This will open the grouping dialog box where we'll specify our grouping criteria. In the grouping dialog box, you'll see several options for grouping data. Select Days from the By List box. This will allow us to set the grouping period to days. Since we want to group by weeks, we'll enter the number 7 in the Number of Days text box and deselect any other options. After setting the grouping criteria to 7 days, click OK in the grouping dialog box. Excel will now process the dates in your pivot table and group them into weekly intervals, starting with the earliest date in your dataset. Take a moment to review your pivot table. You should now see the dates organized into weekly groups, which provides a clear view of weekly sales patterns. This can be particularly useful for trend analysis and reporting. The same grouping dialog box can be used to group dates by months, quarters, or years. Simply adjust the settings in the grouping dialog box to suit your analysis needs. Congratulations! You've learned how to group dates by week in a pivot table, a valuable skill for any Excel user working with date-based data. This technique can help you uncover insights and trends in your data that are not immediately apparent. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to apply this knowledge to your own Excel projects to enhance your data analysis capabilities. For more Excel tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe to our channel.